channel. ഏവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ചാനലിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. Today also we'll be continuing few of the MCQs for PSC exam, and all these questions I have taken from PSC question bank. So this will be very helpful for your PSC exam. I thought of preparing about nearing 100 questions only for this PSC exam. So one more video I will be uploading shortly within 1 or 2 days, so that I will be completing 100 questions from PSC bank. Previously also I have done many videos related with PSC questions. So all of you must watch all those videos, and then it will be very easy for you to score marks and to qualify the PSC exam. Even if you study all these videos, many of them have qualified DHA prometric exam. So if you like all my videos, please share among your friends, colleagues, and please do support me by subscribing and enabling the bell icon too. So before moving on to the session, you might have known about my application. So this application will be very helpful for UK Akoru or CMRT certification. Those who wish to join my application can, I'll be sharing the link of my application in my description box. You can either join through my link or you can just WhatsApp me. I'll be giving my WhatsApp number as well as my email address in my description box. Along with that, if you wish to purchase my book is also available. That means a handbook of MCQs for radiographers and radiation therapy technologists. Those who wish to purchase that book can also contact me. The price of this book is only ₹199, including the shipping cost. So let us begin today's session. That is PSC for radiographer part 7. I have already done part 6 sessions for PSC radiographer. Those who have not yet watched, kindly watch. So let us begin. Moving on to the 66th question. Most common histopathology in head and neck carcinoma is option A squamous cell carcinoma, option B adenocarcinoma, option C lymphoma, option D melanoma. The answer is option A squamous cell carcinoma. Now let's see the explanation. The most common histopathological type are carcinomas, that is 59.6%, of which 75.7% were squamous cell carcinoma. Moving on to the next question, question number 67. Lymphatic drainage of anal canal is to option A inguinal lymph nodes, option B external lymph nodes, option C internal iliac lymph nodes, and option D para-aortic lymph nodes. The answer is option A inguinal lymph nodes. So the lymphatic drainage of anal canal is to inguinal lymph nodes. Now let's see the explanation. That is the arterial supply and lymphatic drainage. Above the pigtail line, the anal canal is supplied by terminal branches of the superior rectal artery, a branch of the inferior mesenteric artery. Lymphatic fluid from this region is conveyed to the inferior mesenteric lymph node. Moving on to the next question, question number 68. Most common histopathology of carcinoma breast is option A adenocarcinoma, option B infiltrating duct carcinoma, option C lobular carcinoma, and option D squamous cell carcinoma. The answer is option B infiltrating duct carcinoma. Now let's see the explanation. Invasive duct carcinoma is the most common diagnosed breast cancer and has a tendency to metastasize via lymphatics. This lesion, which accounts for 75% of breast cancer, has no specific histologic characteristics other than invasion through the basement membrane of the breast duct. Moving on to the next question, question number 69. Orthopantomogram is taken to rule out lesion in option A mandible, option B maxilla, option C facial bone, and option D skull. The answer is option A mandible. Now let's see the explanation. OPG, orthopantomograms, are a type of dental X-ray that produces wide panoramic scanning dental X-ray of your upper and lower teeth. OPGs are used regularly in routine checkups to monitor and to assess the health of your teeth and gums. Moving on to the next question, question number 70. Length of esophagus. Option A 10 centimeter, option B 15 centimeter, option C 25 centimeter, and option D 40 centimeter. The answer is option C 25 centimeter. Now let's see the explanation. Esophagus is a 25 centimeter long muscular tube that connects the pharynx to the stomach. The length of the esophagus at birth varies between 8 and 10 centimeter and measures about 19 centimeter at age 15 years. Moving on to the next question, question number 71. Superficial X-ray therapy include X-ray of potentials ranging from option A 5 to 50 kilovolt, option B 50 to 150 kilovolt, option C 100 to 150 kilovolt, and option D is 150 to 300 kilovolt. The answer is option B 50 to 150 kilovolt. Now let's see the explanation. Superficial X-rays are low energy X-ray that do not penetrate very far before they are absorbed. They are produced by X-ray tubes operating at voltages in the range of 10 to 100 kV range. kV means kilovolt, and therefore have peak energies in the 10 to 100 keV range, kilo electron volt range. Moving on to the next question, question number 72. Maximum dose region in cobalt-60 teletherapy lies at dash centimeter from the surface. Option A 0.1 centimeter, option B 1 centimeter, option C 5 centimeter, and option D 0.5 centimeter. The answer is option D 0.5 centimeter. Now let's see the explanation. Cobalt-60 gamma radiation typically has an energy of about 1.2 MV megavolt and a Dmax being 0.5 centimeter. Moving on to the next question, question number 73. The ability to demonstrate closely packed structures in the object as separate entities in the image is option A resolution, option B brightness, option C contrast, and option D none. The answer is option A resolution. So resolution is the ability to demonstrate closely placed structures in an object as separate entities. Moving on to the next question, question number 74. Lymphatics of breast drain to option A posterior intercostal lymph node, option B axillary lymph node, option C internal mammary lymph node, and option D all of the above. The answer is option D all of the above. So the lymphatics of breast drain to all the three options. Moving on to its explanation, most, that is 70 to 90% of the lymphatic drainage of the breast is to the ipsilateral axillary nodes. Nearing all lymphatics of the breast drain along the subdermal plane into the axilla, typically collecting in a single sentinel lymph node at the lateral border of the pectoralis major muscle. Moving on to the next question, question number 75. Contrast is more with screen film combination than direct X-ray exposure because option A, X-ray to light conversion efficiency is more, option B, X-ray absorption efficiency is more, option C, screen is more sensitive to high energy radiation, and option D, screen is more sensitive to low energy radiation. The answer is option C. Screen is more sensitive to high energy radiation. Now let's see the explanation. Since film is more sensitive to light than to X-ray exposure, film can be exposed with much less radiation if an intensifying screen is used. So An intensifying screen cassette means the X-ray photons will be converted into light photon by this intensifying screen. Thus, this intensifying screen, this light photon will be exposing the film which is kept inside the cassette. This one X-ray photons will be converted into double of the light photons while using a screen cassette. Likewise, so when we are using an intensifying screen cassette means the radiation dose can be reduced. Conventional X-ray film has an X-ray exposure sensitivity in the range of 50 mR. mR means milliroentgen to 150 mR if exposed directly by an X-ray radiation. So, an X-ray film can be exposed directly to an X-ray radiation, or we can use an intensifying screen cassette. While we are using an intensifying screen cassette means the radiation dose can be reduced. Moving on to the next question, question number 76. Most common histopathology in cancer cervix is option A squamous cell carcinoma, option B adenocarcinoma, option C lymphoma, and option D melanoma. The answer is option A squamous cell carcinoma. Now let's see the explanation. Squamous cell carcinoma is the predominant histological type accounting for 3/4 of all cervical cancers. Moving on to the next question, question number 77. Geometric unsharpness can be reduced by option A, reducing focal spot size, option B, increasing object image distance, option C, decreasing focus image distance, and option D, using tubes with large focal spot size. The answer is option A, reducing the focal spot size. So the geometric unsharpness can be reduced by reducing the focal spot size. So now let's see the explanation. Geometric unsharpness can be reduced by a small source size, large distance from the source, and small distance of the test object to the film, imaging plate, or the detector. Moving on to the next question, question number 78. Most vascular part of bone is option A epiphysis, option B metaphysis, option C diaphysis, and option D epiphyseal cartilage. The answer is option B metaphysis. Now let's see the explanation. Metaphysis is located between the diaphysis and epiphysis. A relatively rich blood supply and increased vascular status makes the metaphysis prone to hematogenous spread of infection in childhood and osteomyelitis. So the vascular part is the metaphysis. Moving on to the next question, question number 79. The name of invisible image formed as a result of exposure to radiation which later becomes visible during photographic development. Option A latent image, option B photographic image, option C fog, and option D fixing. The answer is option A latent image. Now let's see the explanation. A latent image is an invisible image produced by the exposure of light to a photosensitive material such as photographic film. When photographic film is developed, the area that are exposed darkness and forms a visible image. Moving on to the next question, question number 80. In conventional radiation therapy, daily fraction dose given will be option A 1 to 1.5 gray, option B 1.8 to 2 gray, option C 2 to 2.8 gray, and option D none of the above. Gray is the unit of absorbed dose. So the answer is option B 1.8 to 2 gray. Now let's see the explanation. A fraction or dose is given each day and repeated over many days to add up to the total dose of radiation. For example, in conventional fractionation, the doses ranging from about 180 centigrade to 200 centigrade or 18 grade to 20 grade once given once a day. At one time we will be giving a day, that is 5 days a week. that is Monday to Friday with the Saturday and Sunday as holiday, and this will be repeated over 6 to 7 weeks. So the amount of radiation you receive means amount of radiation is measured as centigrade, that is given as centigrade, or it can be given as gray. It's also a unit of absorbed dose. So with that, I'm winding up today's session. Hope today's session is more clear. Stay tuned. Within 2 days, I will be uploading the next video so that it will be very helpful for you to prepare for the exam. Once again, I am wishing all my brothers and sisters a very warm good luck for your exam, and you have to update me with your valuable reviews. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.